Another major story, significant story at least, Howard, coming over the wires today, has to do with the NHL, and particularly the competition committee voting today unanimously to recommend that visors be mandatory for all players entering the NHL beginning in the 2013-14 preseason. So this decision that came from former NHL defenseman Matthew Schneider, who's a special assistant to the NHLPA, as well as 5 NHL players, Ron Hainsey of Winnipeg, Mike Camilleri of Calgary, Corey Schneider of Vancouver, David Backus, and Alex Pietrangelo of St. Louis, as well as Stevie Yzerman, who's, of course, a Tampa Bay general manager, Ken Holland, Detroit general manager, David Poyle, Nashville general manager, Toronto Maple Leaf coach Randy Carlyle, and Philadelphia Flyers chairman Ed Snyder. They compose this committee, and they are recommending that the NHL adopt a rule instituting visors as mandatory. This comes, of course, in the aftermath of the eye injury to the New York Rangers defenseman Mark Stahl in March, when if he had put on a visor, he wouldn't be suffering the injury you're seeing right now on the screen, and at least it'd be doubtful. And 73% of the players in the NHL wore visors this season, but that was at their option. It looks like it's now going to become mandatory, just as helmets were introduced years ago. What are your thoughts?
I think it should be worn. I mean, players have lost their eyes. I mean, players have escaped major injuries. I remember Brian Berard lost an eye. I mean, why even jeopardize? I don't think with technology today the visors would fog up like they used to in the past or cause a problem for people seeing. It's probably they can have just the same visibility wearing the visor as if they weren't wearing it. And if it's going to save an eye to any player, especially today with the game being very physical and sticks coming up and the pucks coming at very quick speeds. I mean, why even risk it? I think if I was a young player coming into the NHL, I'd want to wear a visor. Why wouldn't I, right? To save my eye. So I think it's a good idea. It should have been done years ago. You get Cherry coming on and putting down visors because they're not the manly type of players that they should be, and I disagree with that. Right? It has nothing to do with being tough or not being tough. It's a matter of if your guy's going to lose an eye because he wasn't wearing a visor, then wear the visor. I think it makes total sense.